character, and he or she is still anonymous until now.
Hi, my name is Nadira and I'm reading David and Goliath.
It's much more modern than I expected. It's filled with stores selling random Malaysian things. There's different kinds of durian. Musangkin.
Lagi-lagi Malaysia makin mendunia. Bahkan dari segi makanannya saja mencuri perhatian pelancong daripada luar negara. Dan tentunya rasa penasaran tentang makanan Malaysia ini menjadi salah satu pelancong yang menyebabkan ingin datang ke Malaysia. Di edisi video kali ini ada cerita daripada salah satu pelancong dari luar negara, dari negara yang nan jauh di sana, jauh-jauh dari Eropa ke Malaysia semata-mata hanya ingin menikmati makanan Malaysia, kemudian suasana yang ada di Malaysia, dan penasaran dengan menara kembar Petronas Twin Tower yang merupakan salah satu ikon daripada Malaysia yang memiliki keunikan tersendiri. Satu-satunya menara kembar yang paling tertinggi di dunia hanya ada di Malaysia. Sampai saat ini sampai saat ini negara-negara manapun belum bisa membangun menara kembar seperti Petronas. Dengan adanya ikon menara kembar Petronas Twin Tower tersebut tentunya menjadi daya tarik perhatian dunia, khususnya di kalangan para pelancong. Dan Malaysia dalam mempopulerkan makanannya itu memang sangat luar biasa. Seperti nasi lemak pun menjadi salah satu destinasi pelancong daripada luar negara untuk mencoba makanan yang tradisional yang satu ini. Maka tak heran ya kalau Malaysia mendapat penghargaan dari UNESCO dengan budaya sarapan paginya. Tentunya ini suatu keuntungan besar bagi Malaysia, sebab nama makanan-makanan Malaysia jadi mendunia sehingga bisa mendatangkan pelancong berbagai luar negara. Lalu bagaimana tanggapan pelancong jauh-jauh dari Eropa ke Malaysia? Kira-kira apa yang dirasakan di Malaysia selama melancong ke Malaysia kali pertamanya? Oke sahabatku semua, kita reaction videonya bersama-sama. Sekali lagi, video ini sebagai bentuk informasi dan hiburan buat para sahabatku semuanya.
Lived a lot for a trip to Georgia, a journey that could be a tedious 32-hour non-stop trip through 2 Indian airports. But that's not how we do things here, even for a sweet price of $364. When I see roads like that, I think, why don't we slow down a bit and spend more time somewhere in between? And just like that, I found another road, one that cost me just $3 more. That is $1 more for each additional country I will experience along the way, aside from India. I'll spend a few days in each country, which will be enough to experience what regular everyday life looks like and feels like in the places on my way. So this video is gonna be just me exploring Malaysia, trying to find out if it is a destination where I would love to be back someday in the future. My Malaysian journey started with something called nasi
Di
lemak.
pesawat udah makan
It's
nasi
white
lemak.
rice served with coconut chicken, chili paste, peanuts, fried anchovies and egg. And it tasted way better than I expected. Actually, that was one of the most delicious flight meals I've had this year. To drink, I had iced milk
Minumannya
tea,
teh
and
susu.
again, once I tried it, I
Es teh.
thought, this tastes good.
Dan akhirnya sampai di Malaysia.
Between airport and city center is about 50 kilometers. I could take either express or transit train that will deliver me all the way to the city center. I got this card at the airport, and this includes the round way ticket to the train express from the airport to the city, and 2 days of unlimited use of this metro train system. And the plastic card has a really neat, nice design. I like it, how minimalistic it is. Another thing that I liked about the Malaysian metro is their cool trains with accessible front
Memiliki
windows.
kereta
Like you can
keren.
squeeze yourself into the windows and see what is right in front of you in the tunnels.
Orang
That's
Eropa
cool.
saja
What I
kaget
didn't like
terkejut
though
loh.
was how crowded everywhere was. I had to skip one train before I could squeeze myself in. And overall, I also found the navigating inside the metro stations a bit confusing. That's a nice little street I'm staying at, like a row of local authentic buildings over here. Some look quite old style, some are more renovated, all next to huge skyscrapers here and there. This building is wild. Also, there's a tower over there. And my hotel is in this building. I paid $25 a night for staying here, and that is such a
Murah meriah ya
tiny place.
penginapannya atau hotelnya.
Just to illustrate the size of the room I'm staying in the corner, and that is the entire room. Oh, side by side. And the funniest part of this hotel is this guy. He works on the reception, he's super friendly, and for some reason he knows a bit of Russian language. And his name is Mr. Sherbakov.
Oh, masnya daripada Rusia.
He talked about this place. Nice. Sure.
Langsung diajak makan roti canai. Merupakan salah satu makanan tradisional khas Malaysia, dipadukan dengan teh tarik. Kira-kira pendapat orang daripada Rusia atau Mas Bule ini seperti apa rasa makanan Malaysia?
Here, that is roti with some kind of sauce and also a cup of coffee. It is not the first roti in my life, but that is the first one.
Pertama kalinya.
What I'm eating here is called roti canai. It is served with a small bowl of dal, the lentil curry. And it is not the prettiest meal for a video, and I have no idea how to eat it without splashing curry everywhere. My fingers get more buttery with every bite of the roti, but the roti tastes really good, and the lentil curry is just okay. I also ordered a cup of kopi, spelled K-O-P-I, which is a unique style of coffee found in Malaysia and Singapore. This kind of coffee has much stronger taste, and the standard kopi is sweetened with condensed milk.
Wow.
But there are a few other variations. Kopi O, black coffee with sugar, Kopi C, black coffee with evaporated milk and sugar, and Kopi Kosong, black coffee without sugar or milk. This breakfast was just okay. Very interesting experience,
Pengalaman
but I
sangat
would
menarik.
not choose this as my everyday option. You know, that was a nice breakfast. Very Indian. I booked a hotel in this neighborhood and I didn't know that it's actually an Indian area or the city. I thought it's gonna be a part of Chinatown, which is just down the road, but no. There's Chinatown in the area and there's the Indian town in the area. I just passed in a random bridge and I found these Indonesian people who wanted to make a picture with me for no reason, but
subscriber Niki in YouTube ya.
Jumpa orang Indonesia.
You know, when I travel, the easiest way of meeting people is to find locals doing something. Like I often join hiking meetups when people go to the mountains together. There's some language exchange meetups, all kind of things. But it's the first time when I'm joining a reading meetup. You see there's somebody reading over here, somebody sitting over there. And the concept is you come here early in the morning, you talk a little bit, and then you dive into a 2-hour-long reading session silently without disturbing other people. I really enjoyed this idea, and it's something that I might do every single week if I live in Kuala Lumpur. 15 people joined the meetup today, and I was the only traveler. I thought it's a great opportunity to chat with the locals and learn a bit about what people in Malaysia are like, and maybe get some recommendations for where I could go next. What's your name?
My name is Fala.
Fala. Nice to meet you,
Nice
Fala.
to meet you. I'm reading Anthem by Shlovek. This is a local author, and he or she is still anonymous until now.
Hi, my name is Nadira, and I'm reading David and Goliath by Malcolm Gladwell.
Hi, I'm Alia, and I'm reading Revenge and Violence.
Sambutan orang Malaysia pun begitu sangat ramah tamah ya.
This book is kind of like Harry Potter / local supernatural. So if you love Asian
Wow.
stories, this is the one you should go for. It's really good.
You guys are very good in front of camera, every single one of you. Yeah. The guys recommended I visit Central Market, saying it's a great spot for trying local food and shopping for souvenirs, and they were absolutely right. Kuala Lumpur's Central Market.
Dari video ini kita bisa melihat ketika turis atau pelancong datang ke Malaysia bukan hanya sekedar mencari hiburan, tetapi ketika pelancong luar negara datang ke Malaysia bisa berinteraksi dengan warga lokal, kemudian disambut pula warga lokal dengan penuh ramah tamah. Dan yang membuat saya sangat kagum ya, ternyata di Malaysia ada tempat wisata di mana tempat tersebut itu membuat para pelancong itu enjoy sambil membawa buku, kemudian membaca di bawah pokok di taman yang begitu sangat-sangat super nyaman ya. Wah, ini Indonesia tuh perlu mencontohinya juga loh, biar negara kita juga ramai kunjungan pelancong. Terbukti Malaysia begitu sangat-sangat ramah wisatawannya, sehingga pelancong daripada luar negara pun begitu penasaran dengan Malaysia, dan orang-orang lokalnya itu welcome banget. Kemudian dari segi makanannya juga membuat penasaran pelancong dari berbagai negara. Lalu bagaimana pelancong dari Rusia ini melanjutkan perjalanannya ke wisata-wisata di Malaysia, dan hal apa saja yang dirasakan berikutnya? Oke, langsung kita reaction videonya bersama-sama.
It's much more modern than
Pasar
I expected.
Sentral,
It's filled
Kuala
with
Lumpur.
stores selling random Malaysian
Pusat
things.
oleh-oleh.
There's also a supermarket stocked with all kinds of local goodies, something that I never seen in my life. And also there is a food court offering plenty of local food options.
Food courtnya
That all was
juga
very tempting,
sangat-sangat
but before trying
mendunia.
any food, I wanted to find one special kind of souvenir I always try to find in every country I visit. I come in here specifically for postcards. Yeah, I love sending postcards in every season of the year.
Ada kartu
pick
posnya,
quite
unik
a few
sekali memang.
postcards and send them to people around the world, mostly to my Patreon supporters. I really like this one. It's a random Chinese uncle pouring a cup of coffee, very local looking
Wow.
restaurant. No AC, just fans over here. Oh, look at these postcards. That's literal treasure. I really appreciate this kind of attention to details, and this kind of postcard not only looks interesting, it also teaches you something. I actually didn't know there's so different kinds of durian. Musankin, D24, and red prawn. Local kopitiam. Kopitiam are a type of coffee shop found in parts of Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and southern Thailand. And this is blue rice, nasi kerabu. I have
Nasi
not tried
kerabu.
it in my life yet. I actually learned about its existence just today, this morning, when I was talking to one of the book club girls. Banana leaf rice. It's another recommendation from the book club person. She said I have to try banana leaf rice.
Nasi daun
And then
pisang.
another person said that I also have to try nasi kerabu. Postcards are really fun. I spent almost an hour picking them out, signing them, adding postcard stamps, and finally mailing them right
Super
there at
kreatif
the
memang.
market. By the time I was
Orang
done, I
Malaysia.
felt starving, so I headed straight to the food court in the central market.
Dan
Thank you.
masnya pesan apa kira-kira, mas bulenya? Oh, paripuri,
Thank you.
nasi lemak.
Hello guys, so here are two meals that I ordered. The most basic version of nasi lemak, here's no meat, it's just coconut rice, fried egg, some vegetables, peanut and anchovy.
Bagaimana mas bule
The
rasanya?
rice is just ordinary rice. The fried eggs, the cucumbers, the anchovies, the peanut, very regular, just some good ingredients. But that black sauce changes everything. It's a little, a tiny bit sweet, quite spicy, and overall makes the meal taste really, really good. And this little
Sangat-sangat
thing, I have
enak.
no idea what is that. And I don't know how am I supposed to eat that. Should I use my hands to dip it in? Should I put like soup inside of this shell? This sauce looks spicy, but it's not that spicy. And what I can tell by seeing this amount of watery sauce is that I'm supposed to have a lot of it inside the shell and then eat it. The easiest way to eat it for me, just put it in with a fork, have some sauce in. That's delicious. And it's actually getting spicier with every single bowl, with every single bite. The sauce is kind of opening up.
Rating
The
10.
day seems to be better in terms of the sun. It's like not that hot anymore. Very cloudy. Perhaps it's gonna be rainy later. But anyway, it's a little bit too hot, and I'm gonna do exactly what local people do, saving themselves from the hot days. They either go to a shopping mall or they go to public library, which is a cool concept because in my country, public libraries aren't that great, so young people don't really consider going to libraries much. But here, two random locals say that they like going to library. There is one huge library right next to the Independence Square, They said that foreigners are allowed to entry free of charge too, so I want to just go and experience it and see how public library
Tanpa
looks like
biaya.
in Kuala Lumpur in afternoon on Saturday. And this area actually looks very nice. There's a huge square with some beautiful buildings all around. Here's somebody selling some drinks. Milo, Ribena, some sugary, really sweet stuff. I don't want to get any of it right now. And overall, this place seems really cool to hang out.
Tempatnya sangat keren, kata Mas Bule. Dan ternyata ada sebuah perpustakaan yang ada di Kuala Lumpur yang bisa dikunjungi para turis juga ya.
So before entering the library, you have to put most of your personal belongings into storage space so you can take some minor things, and they provide these huge transparent bags for storing your stuff, I guess, so people do not steal anything from the library. You know, guys, I'm really impressed by this library. I wish I had a place like this around me when I was a student. This library is busy. I walked around and saw a lot of young people studying or just hanging out with friends. There is a small cafe area with simple food and drinks, and I was lucky enough to find a great bright spot with a view of Independence Square.
Keren-keren Malaysia. 10 ratingnya.
It's a great time in the library. It's about 5 o'clock, so the library is closing. Now, guys, we're gonna check out local transportation system. We are staying at train station Pasar Seni. This line specifically is not a metro, it's more like a sky train going above. You see, I'm going like on the second floor to get my train. And honestly, the entire train system, subway system, whatever you call, in Kuala Lumpur is very tricky. Like yesterday, I was using it for the first time and it took me full 10 minutes just to figure out which direction I should go, which line I should take, because I entered the train station at one really busy intersection. Fortunately, our journey is gonna be really simple. We're going from Pasar Seni to KLCC, no need to change lines. There's one thing about transport, about subway system in general. Like, as somebody who is coming from Russia, get used to the frequency of the trains that is in Moscow or St. Petersburg. And train goes there like really, really often. Every few minutes there's a new train coming. But in most countries I visited, it's actually not a thing. Most of trains, they have interval between like 7 to 12 minutes. Very fresh air in the evening, and quite a lot of people are taking this line daily. That is one of the busiest lines in the city. The train within 3 minutes.
Dan sudah sampai Mas, transportasinya. Memang transportasi di Malaysia itu luar biasa majunya, sehingga pelancong pun ketika datang ke Malaysia dibuat sangat nyaman, merasa enjoy, merasa happy.
And this rainy evening around Kuala Lumpur's most iconic location wraps up my day in the Malaysian capital. I can definitely say that Malaysia has left me curious for more. The people I met here are great, the food is delicious, and there are lots of things to see and experience. It is definitely a place to return and explore more of it in detail.
Dan ternyata pelancong daripada Rusia juga dibuat kagum dengan suasana yang ada di Malaysia. Orang-orangnya yang begitu sangat peramah ketika dia berada di Malaysia. Kemudian dari segi makanannya juga enak-enak. Dan beliau pun juga mengungkap perasaannya bahwa suatu saat lagi dia juga ingin kembali ke Malaysia. Dari segi perpustakaannya juga begitu sangat luar biasa, kata pelancong daripada Rusia yang satu ini. Memang tidak bisa dinafikan. Malaysia merupakan salah satu destinasi pelancongan yang begitu sangat-sangat terkenal di penjuru dunia, sehingga para pelancong yang datang ke Malaysia pun juga merasa sangat happy, dan pengalaman yang dialami pun juga sangat positif. Oke, cukup sekian. Mudah-mudahan video ini juga bisa memberikan informasi dan hiburan buat para sahabatku semua. Dan tentunya jika suka dengan video reaksinya Bang Toha Mersing, silahkan tekan tombol merahnya, subscribe, like, komen, dan bagikan ke sahabat-sahabat Anda semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.